Went to my local comic shop this weekend and picked up a couple of key Silver Age books, and I also got a delivery of a batch of Aquaman books, Silver Age, that I won in an auction. So, going to open up those for you guys and chat about them real quick. Stick around. Hello, and thank you for joining me here at Swarm of Comics. I'm Randy, your handsome and humble host. I went to my local comic book store this weekend. I've been going there for about 21 years, and he'd been throwing up a lot of wall books lately, and I picked up a couple of cool keys that in all my years of collecting, had never owned, which is odd because I'm a big Spider-Man collector, and one of the books is Spider-Man. So no big mystery and drama. Waiting to bring those up. I want to bring up the first one. This is Amazing Spider-Man number 78, Night of the Prowler. I have a lot of Amazing Spider-Man, hundreds upon hundreds and hundreds of them, and for some reason, I don't think I have this one. I don't know why I never collected it. But as you know, if you follow comics at all, this got hot, especially with the Spider-Verse movies and the appearance of the Prowler in there. This Prowler was named Hobie something or other, and my memory is that he was a window washer. And he went to his boss and said, "Hey, I have some cool weapons and belts that'll help me wash windows better. What do you think?" And the boss laughed him out of the office, and he decided to become a criminal instead. It's just that easy, guys. Just boom. Like, hey, I want to wash windows better. And then the next thing you know, you're knocking over liquor stores and stealing purses from old grandmas. In this issue, if I remember, he robs a newspaper. I don't know why robbing a newspaper is a good idea. Like, there's got to be better places than a newspaper. But the plan is to return the money or whatever so he can look like a hero. But of course, that's not how it shakes out, and Spider-Man foils his plans. So this is in decent shape. Has a little bit of a spine crease here, a reader's crease along the side here, maybe another crease here. I can actually feel it through the bag. Not a high-grade book, but it was a decent price, and probably just get that slab. So that is a new book there for me. The other book, a little more pricey, but this was Fantastic Four number 45. This is the first appearance of the Inhumans. And, Jack Kirby book drew this, and Stan Lee wrote the book, and it's pretty infamous. So I'm not a huge Fantastic Four fan. I have a couple of older books, and I liked the run in the 1980s, especially John Byrne and stuff and things like that. And I actually prefer the Fantastic Four, like the 2000s. I even like the Hickman run and stuff like that. But this was a pretty good Silver Age key, 1965, classic Lee and Kirby here. So first appearance of the Inhumans. It will go in the slab bin. I would say, without pulling this out of the bin, slight spine roll, good cover colors, maybe one spine tick. I'm going to bet this gets a 6. So let's see if I can remember that far ahead for when I actually get this done. I will pull it out, look at it more, check out the back. I haven't done any of that yet. It really inspected it. So check this book out. I'm going to get it slabbed. So that was the other book I got from my LCS, which means local comic store, local comic shop, something. And then this is a batch of, this has items enclosed, in case you didn't know. I'm not sure what I thought this was going to be, but I'm going to get out the razor. Let's get into this. So this was a batch of Aquaman books. I always feel like Aquaman is kind of an overlooked character. I don't have a lot of Aquaman, although you did see me unbox a Aquaman book with a Nick Cardy cover from that early run in the 60s, late 60s. So I am kind of enjoying this Aquaman stuff and collecting. I mean, everybody hates Aquaman. He gets made fun of everywhere, but for some reason, I think this is an overlooked run, much like the overlooked run of, Wonder Woman back in the day. So I'm going to be honest, I don't even remember what issue numbers they are. I think there's 7 books. I'll go through them quick. I don't have any big history on them to bore you with. So we're just going to kind of look at them. Here's the batch in one big bag. All right. Let's check these out. Let's see what we got, kids. First issue that I have on here. Oh, I recognize this cover, and this actually looks like it's in beautiful shape. A couple of spine ticks down here, but nice looking cover. Great ones. Probably a fine, very fine. It's got a little tanning on the edge, and it looks like there might be a printer's crease across here. Let's hope that's not a tear, but I think it's just a printer's crease. So this looks pretty good. With Aqualad, number 13. Can you see it with the light? All right, moving on to the next one. These don't seem to be in any particular order here, and I don't feel like putting them in an order. So this is number 4 of Aquaman. Goofy, silly 1960s covers. An amazing 3-part novel featuring the King of the Seven Seas and his young ally Aqualad. Quisp. Everybody loves Quisp. So another cool one. Looks like in pretty good shape. Not as good a shape as the last one. A good pressing for my friend Tom Anderson at the Silver Age Comics. I will put his link down in the description of this video. This is probably, this one here, I bet this comes in at like, this could come in at like a 6 or 7. I feel like this is probably around a 5, which is fine. I had no designations on. I got him pretty good. I think I got him about maybe a little less than half of Overstreet's value. So take that for what it's worth. But I still thought it was a pretty good pickup. Here's Aquaman number 8. Pretty good shape. Doesn't really have much going on for the spine. A non-color breaking spine tick. And actually looks in pretty good shape. I know you're not going to be able to tell, and getting it closer to the screen isn't going to tell you anything, but you can see that there's a couple of spine ticks there, but they're not really color breaking. Maybe that one a little bit, but good Aquaman books. Jim from Bronzeville Comics would be proud of me buying DC books because not a huge DC guy, but I like a lot of the books. So a lot of these books that I buy and end up buying that I decide I want to collect, it's really based on cover a lot of the time, or collectability or key or whatever it is. But watching other YouTube channels, whether it's Automatic Comics or Bry's Comics, Swaggle House, Jim from Bronzeville Comics, there's a bunch of them that come up. Another guy, Reggie, I don't know. But they have great books that they show, that they unbox or they buy or they pick up. And then I see them and I was like, wow, that book is great. I go and research it and then I find some cool stuff. So let's move on to the next Aquaman. This one's number 10, War of the Water Sprites. Pretty cool, bright cover. Look at that. It's a pretty good pickup so far. I'm liking this. They all have a little bit of tanning around the edges. And this one has a pretty good crease across the bottom here. But I'd say that's fine condition. That could be a 5. 5.5 or 6 or something like that. 5. Again, no couple of spine ticks right there you can see, but otherwise not bad condition. Now some people say they aren't in bad condition because nobody liked Aquaman, so nobody ever read the books, and that's why you can find them in good condition, and there might be something to be said for that. But this is issue 12. I'm just checking out the cover first because I haven't seen it first before I reveal it to you. I just want to say that this is in a gladiator arena, and they're fighting with laser lances on seahorses, and the seahorses look very mad against the cosmic gladiators. Another one in really great shape. This one's got a bunch of little tiny spine ticks down there, but I still say this is probably a 5 or so. I'm not sure any of these are really worth slabbing. Maybe Aquaman number 4 or something like that. These are just not worth it. So let's just say I ended up paying $20 a piece for these or something like that. By the time you get these vintage done I think they're $37 a piece. Plus, you're going to want a good press, which I get done for $10. So 47.50. So you're in 67. Let's just say at least 70 a piece for shipping. I have to look these up. Slabbed at CGC, graded, but they're all 5s and 6s, maybe a 7. I'll have some of my comic friends look at them, stuff like that to see. But these might just be fun to put in top loaders and display. Maybe one day behind me, I'll have a display of Aquaman out there or something like that. But in pretty good shape. Nice collection. All right, what do we have here? This is Aquaman number 24. This is definitely much later in there, and this one's in pretty lousy shape. Artwork's a little bit better on this. I actually want to look this. I want to look this up because this is probably a 5, if I'm lucky. Maybe with a press, yeah. It's got some spine text, but this cover is beautiful. I did no research on here. It's even rougher outside of the plastic, but I'll show you the cover. Sorry. But the art went a little bit nicer here as we got a little further along with these Aquaman. And I suspect if they're going to tell me the credits, maybe they don't tell me the credits. Okay. Maybe they just don't tell me who did this book. At the back now. This has got to be pretty boring for you to watch me look in a comic book that you can't even see. Yeah, maybe I'm missing something, but I don't see. Anyway, I really liked the cover. The cover was nice. And I'm not seeing any information about who did this book. So I'll look through it afterwards. This was in kind of rough shape, but what I was saying was that we went a little bit away from the goofy Silver Age look of the books. And it's got a little bit more fine detail, a little more less goofy. Okay, maybe the fisherman is a little goofy, but I feel like you can see the step up here from issue 10, to here. But anyway, that is just take cover. The terrible trio is loose. Okay. I still would like to know who drew and wrote this book without having to look on the internet while I talk to you guys. It says white pages. It's in pretty good shape. All right. I'll look that up later. But cool book. Last one here. Aquaman number 28. Somebody is definitely getting stabbed with a trident there. I bet there's a lot of tridents in Aquaman books back then. I bet they overdid that. King Aqua Baby says, thumbs down, deliver the death blow to Aquaman. So apparently that's King Aqua Baby. Okay, maybe they were still getting goofy as they move further along here, although that's pretty violent there. And he says, King Baby, Aqua Baby says, thumbs down, deliver the death blow to Aquaman. So, of course, the interesting thing is, and my understanding is that in the Gladiator days, thumbs down meant let them live. Thumbs up meant kill them. So, but, it turned into whatever it turned into. So that's the last Aquaman. That's my batch of 7 Aquaman books that I got. Got to figure out what to do with those. Maybe, I don't even know if I'll keep them. Maybe I'll see if I can actually sell them up one by one or something like that. Or I know a Silver Age collector that wants them. So thanks for joining me. Just a quick short video here with those things. Please go down and make comments so I can respond to them with all nice things. Please don't anybody troll me or say bad things. It'll hurt my feelings. And like the channel, subscribe to the channel, and do all those things that you're supposed to. So thanks for joining me here on another episode of Swarm of Comics. I'm your host, Randy. Thank you. Bye.